Hey, Kitchen Underground, how we doing today? I hope you guys are having a good one. It's a beautiful night here in Miami, and the mosquitoes feel the same way because they're out tearing everybody up. So that's why I'm inside cooking tonight. I got a real treat for all of us. I'm not sure if you're too familiar with it, but I got my hands on a little piece of monkfish. Monkfish is like, I would consider it like maybe like a swordfish and a scallop kind of mixed together. It has its own taste. It's a real meaty fish. Please, just try it first before you look it up and try to see what it is. It's called a poor man's lobster. That's what it's known as. But it's a really great fish, and unfortunately, I don't know what the person was thinking when they must have really been hungry when they ate this fish here. So either way, we got our hands on it tonight. We're gonna make something. And I'm gonna go back old school. The first time that I made scampi in the first restaurant I worked in, which was real quick because we had to make a whole lot at one time. So we had to learn to streamline it and make it real quick and simple. So there's a million ways we can make scampi, but I'm gonna show you a quick version. We'll get into other versions later on with other recipes. But since you might or might not be familiar with monkfish, I felt like this would be the coolest way to present it to you, that the most, easy way for you to try something new if you haven't tried it before. Either way, it's a great fish, and I hope that you would try it, whether it be scampi or grilled or any other kind of way. But either way, you should try it. But without all the wrapping and all that, let's get into our cooking and let's get busy and let's see what we're gonna make out of this. All right, so right off the bat, we got our monkfish right here. I got a nice little 8-ounce piece, and you can see how nice and meaty it is. It's hard to compare it. It's its own type of fish, but once you try it, you understand what I mean. But either way, besides all that, we got our flour here. We're just gonna season it up real quick. A little bit of black pepper, half a tablespoon. Garlic powder, half a tablespoon. Salt, 1/3 of a tablespoon, and just a little bit of oregano, probably like 1 teaspoon. And all we're gonna do is get that mixed up real quick, and then get our monkfish nice and coated. We're gonna get our pan hot and get that seared and sauteed and get that cooking, and then we're gonna prepare our pan sauce right after that. All right, so as you can see, our pan's nice and hot. Our monkfish ready to go in. I got about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil, and then I got a tablespoon and a half of butter. We're gonna just let that come down. Set it down and sizzle for a second. And once that settles, we get our fish put right in. Okay, as you can see, our butter is nice and brown. It's ready to get everything going. Put our fish in. We're gonna let this go. We're probably gonna cook it about, we're gonna keep flipping sides because we don't want it to get it too dark, but we're gonna let it go on each side about 2 minutes, about 2 to 3 rotations. All right, while this is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and get our pan sauce prepped up and get ready to go. All right, so while our fish is sauteing away in the background, we're just gonna break down the little ingredients that we're gonna put in our pan sauce. It's a little bit, about a half an onion, medium-sized onion, half of it. We're gonna fine dice that. All right, right here we got about a cup of diced onions. And then we got a half of a large shallot right here. We're gonna mince that real quick. All right, so what we got right here is we got our onions, which is about 1 cup of onions, about a tablespoon of shallots. I got the zest of 1 lemon. We're gonna go ahead and get that put in. We're gonna add about 1.5 cups, I'd say about 2 cups of chicken stock. 2 cups of chicken stock. And then we got the juice of 1.5 lemons. I just flipped our fish. And now we're gonna go finish up the rest of this pan sauce, which I got about 1/2 tablespoon of black pepper right here. I'm not gonna go with salt because we're gonna finish this with some Parmesan cheese. So the Parmesan has a lot of salt in it already. And we'll go with about 1.5 tablespoons of garlic. We're gonna add about 1/2 teaspoon of chili flakes. And this is a real important ingredient. This is some anchovy paste. I'm gonna put about 1/2 teaspoon of this in here. Let's take it up to 3/4 of a teaspoon. I like that little salty flavor. All right, so you see we got our pan smoking. Our fish is looking beautiful. I wiped it out, got all the excess oil out. I kept all the fond to the bottom though. And this is where we go ahead and hit it with our white wine. We're looking at about 1.5 cups right here. So we go ahead and let that reduce, and once that reduces by about to about 1/4, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with our pan sauce, and then we're gonna get busy on our side. All right. So you can see our wine is reduced to about 1/4 right here. So this ended up being 1/4 cup of wine. Why this? What we're gonna do next is we're gonna drop in our pan sauce. This is all our seasoning, chicken and stock, and shallots and onions. Everything just goes right in. And just give it a light stir. We're gonna bring this up to a boil. And then after we bring it to a boil, we're gonna set it down to a medium simmer, and we're gonna let that cook for about 10 minutes. And while we go ahead and let that cook for the next 10 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and get our rice done, and we're gonna get a little salad, some greens to go along with all this. All right, as you can see, our sauce is bubbling nice and perfectly. I just turned down the heat. We're gonna get it to a nice simmer, and we're gonna let that go for about 10 to 12 minutes, and we're gonna test it and see where we're at. We should be done by then. But while that's doing what he does, I'm going ahead and get this rice prepped, then I'm gonna get some wilted arugula going to top all this off with. So let's get busy. All right, our fish got about another 5 more minutes. Our sauce is on point. All I have to do is finish it up with the parsley and the butter, and we're good to go from there. But in the meantime, I just wanted to show you real quick how to do some arugula and wilted, because I said we're gonna have some arugula wilted with our scampi. I long cut a little bit of tomatoes. I got a little pile of arugula in there. We're gonna take some of this nice sauce we got going, and we're just gonna get it into the arugula. And then immediately, as soon as you got it in there, get it covered. Mix it a little bit. You want that sauce to get all around. And then immediately cover it. That'll wilt for about the next 5 minutes while that finishes up cooking, and then we're gonna get the plating and we're gonna get the munching, baby. Then we can see what time it is. All right, our fish is already plated up. We're just finishing up our sauce right now. You see how nice and reduced it is? Very beautiful. The taste is on point. All we're gonna do is finish it with our butter, our parsley, and just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. just a taste. It's gonna help thicken it even more. And then we go ahead and just work this all together. Get this sauce all incorporated, and then we're gonna go ahead and pour it over our fish and our rice and our wilted arugula right now. And then we're gonna get to munching, baby, so let's get busy. This is our final product. So we're about to munch on our monkfish scampi with wilted arugula over some white rice. All right, now here's the part we all been waiting for. I hope that little tip I showed you with making your pan sauce, getting all your ingredients together in your broth and stuff first, that cuts a whole lot of time out instead of trying to be perfect. Like I said, we got plenty of other recipes for scampi where we can show you different other ways. There's a million ways to make scampi. This, like I told you, this is the first way when I was a kid that I learned how to do it. Figured do it with monkfish, you guys might enjoy it. So let's see if we do enjoy it. Let's get down into this. That's some good shit right there, baby. Oh my goodness. That monkfish is cooked perfectly, nice and tender, the way that it's supposed to be. That crust adhered to all, the sauce adhered to all that crust. With that wilted arugula, it just adds a nice little peppery little crunch. It's like I said, it's wilted, but it's not cooked, so it's still got its crunch to it. With the rice, this is a filling. This is an awesome meal, bro. This is an awesome meal. I'm glad I got to show you this, because I guarantee you, man, you try monkfish, cook it the right way, follow this recipe. I admit this recipe is a little bit spicy because I added a little extra chili pepper. So you can omit a little bit of chili pepper when you make it, but you know, I like my chili pepper, so it's a little spicy on that end, but you can always reduce it, whatever. But there ain't nothing. Hell nah. There ain't nothing about to get in the way of this plate. I need to be alone with this plate. This is a nice one, bro. Really nice. Filling too. Light with, I mean, the arugula adds so much extra to it, man. Oh, this is such, you gotta try it, baby. Please, just try it. Make it for yourself, your family, anybody. Just try it. You'll dig it. If you can find monkfish, try it for the first time. Go look how ugly it is and whatever, and make your comments. But just try the fish first, bro. I hope there was something that about this all together that I gave you a couple little tips, made things a little bit easier. This is a short video because I'm hungry, and like I said, me and this boy right here, we're about to get down, because this is some good stuff here, buddy. Damn, that monkfish is almost like meat. It's got such a great texture to it. I mean it's fish, it is meat, but I'm talking about like land meat, chicken, gator, something along those lines, something rich. But man, this is awesome. Please try it. I hope anything I did inspired you to do something. And if anything inspired you to get off your ass and get in the kitchen, I ain't about to say go outside tonight because them mosquitoes is kicking people's ass. So turn on the AC, get in the kitchen and do some cooking and have some fun and get fat. Other than that, I hope anything I did inspired you, like I said, and please like and subscribe. Throw me your comments, your critiques, your challenges, anything that you got, I'd appreciate it. I'm down to work with whatever. So I'm here for the long run, homie. We only on this episode of 13, 14. Oh man, we're gonna keep going, man. There ain't no stopping. Once I start something, I don't stop. And I ain't about to stop. And I hope that you have carried that same value with you, man. If you ain't gonna follow it through, don't even much start it and don't waste your time. Just, like I said, do something, homie. Because I'm about to do something to this plate right here. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. And best wishes, man.